Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live. My name is Rhea, and today I will have a guest, my dear friend, also my Reiki teacher. She is someone who introduced me to Reiki, and I would like you to hear something about it from her. I would like you to hear her perspective and everything as a Reiki teacher about Reiki and how Reiki benefit her. And so, yeah, she's here. What did I do? Wait.
Well, hello.
Hey! Long
Can you hear
time
me?
no see you. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Oh my God. I have a flashback or deja vu.
We made the Instagram live a few years ago on Serbian language.
Yes. And so we never did in English,
No.
right? This is our first, okay.
Yes.
First time speaking in English. And how you feel?
I'm glad you invite me, and I'm glad we can share this story and speak about Reiki and share this message of love and light to people all over the world.
Yes, that's why I love English. Great. So I said about you that you're a Reiki teacher, my Reiki teacher. Not only mine, but also my best friend and someone who introduced me to this, someone who helped me change my life, someone who helped me to be a better person, someone who give me my own space for healing, someone who are there to supporting all my phases, to going through all dark light, dark light, dark light constantly, and someone I'm very grateful for. So today I have a couple of questions for you. I would like people to hear not only my perspective, but your perspective as a Reiki teacher. So my first question would be, how would you describe Reiki in the most simple way for someone who never heard of it, but like you want to give them a clear picture what it is? What would be the most simple way to describe it?
First of all, I wanted to thank you for all things you said about me, and I'm very grateful to have you as a friend, as my best friend in my life. We have such a great phases of our friendships, and Reiki was a connection between me and you because you first arrived in my life via Reiki. You wanted to work with you Reiki sessions, and that is how one beautiful friendship starts. So maybe the best way to describe Reiki is it's a connection between our soul and soul of others. It's a best way to connect with God and send God's ray of healing to another person. And in one book which my Reiki teacher from India wrote, not book, that's some kind of workbook, and she said, Reiki is love and Reiki is pure unconditional love. And I never read a better definition of Reiki. That was the most beautiful explanation of Reiki in for a lifetime. And on my opinion, I can say that Reiki is, when I saw the definition of Reiki, Reiki is a spiritually guided life force energy. I said, oh my God, what's that? I didn't understand that at all. But when I saw how can I help to myself and to other people with Reiki, then I understood what is Reiki. Then I saw how I can share that beautiful bright light we have all inside of us. But we live in the dark times, in the times which are full of stress, full of bad energy, and Reiki is easy and simple way to work on our energy and to help others to feel better. That is easiest definition of Reiki.
I
The
love it.
energy, the energy which has its own consciousness, and like doctors, but we don't cure. That is very important. We help other people to heal themselves. We are only helping them to improve energy, and energy then work what energy needs to work.
That's so beautiful. I love that definition. I would like also ask other people because I see people are coming to live and there are some people who are also in Reiki. You're their teacher as well. So I would like people, you can say hi if you want, or you can also say what Reiki means to you in a comment, or any kind of Reiki experience you had so far, or even if you never had experience with it but you would like to have it, you can also put anything, any question or any kind of support in the comment section. So I would like to ask, what are some good things people get from Reiki, or if you have any examples that you would like to share specifically from your practice?
Oh, I have a lot of practice in my experience and experience of my Reiki teachers, in experience of my students, my clients. But which is one of the best? Before Reiki, I was very shy, very unconfident person. I was so closed. I was very, very insecure person. And Reiki helped me to change my the way of thinking, the way of living, gave me support, gave me a lot of beautiful people on my spiritual way to help me improve as a person, to help me improve as a Reiki teacher. And I'm about maybe 7 years I'm teaching Reiki, and I'm so happy that I have such a beautiful experience with Reiki. It helped me to improve my health, because I was sick all the time. Before Reiki, my immune system, my whole systems was so breakdown, so I can't describe. And Reiki helped me first improve my health and my condition, the way of thinking. I was very sad person before Reiki. I was very uh, lonely person before Reiki. Reiki helped me heal my relationships, and that is one of the best things I had with Reiki.
In which way can you say a little bit more about in which way it helped you to make those relationships better?
Because Reiki means we have a lot of compassion about other self, about other people. Reiki means to have a better feelings, to have more love, to have more understanding about each other, to have to be more conscious people. That is so important. When we work spiritual practice, not only our health is improving, we are improving on each field of our life, and that is so important.
Yes, I can say I was the completely opposite. You find something that you find strength in Reiki. You were shy, you were insecure. And for me, I was very angry person before. I was very angry, anxious, very stressed about everything in life. So Reiki helped me to calm and to find peace and to work on myself and learn patience and just to ground myself instead of being wow, which is my nature. I don't know, probably. So yeah, is there something that would you like to share, like story that Reiki helped you personally with some kind of something that people never think about they can use Reiki for?
Mhm. Let me think about it.
What usually people think they can use Reiki? What is some norm that people think Reiki is for, and then they got super surprised when they realized, oh, I can use it for this too.
Uh, people often means Reiki is only to improve my chakras, to improve my energetic field, to feel peace, and that is all true. But there is more things we can do with Reiki. I had a beautiful experience which with one client. She couldn't sleep for 3 years. Had bad dreams, or had no sleep at all. And after a few Reiki sessions, she started to have a beautiful sleep, and there was so amazing. So I couldn't believe that some people that exist people who doesn't sleep for years, who doesn't have long sleep all the night. And that was some beautiful experience. I had one experience which was not so good with one my Reiki student. We made a deal to have a Reiki session, not Reiki session, Reiki initiation and Reiki lessons. And she asked me, can I ask you something? I said, yes, you can. Will I be divorced if I learn Reiki? She was living in a very bad marriage. She was dealing with very bad relationship with with her husband. He was alcoholic, and he was very rough at her and her family. And I said, no, that doesn't depend on Reiki. Yes, with Reiki, you will see what you have. With Reiki, our consciousness is more bigger, and then we see things we didn't saw before. Maybe we accepted, okay, that's okay. There is no other way. I must accept as it is. But when you learn Reiki and start doing your Reiki treatments, and then your conscience expands, you see, oh my God, I deserve better. Can I live better? And then you have more love with yourself. And her husband didn't allow her to work Reiki on her, and she's in that marriage still, and she's very sad person, and she's not good. But one of the first lessons, which was very hard for me as a teacher, I can't help everyone. I can help only to those who want my help and who accept to help them. And that is so important. If you want to help somebody, first of all, that person need to want their healing. And that is one of the hard things, to accept that.
Yes. There is a very beautiful quote. I don't know by who, but I know it says something about before you ask someone, help someone to heal, you need to ask them if they're ready to give up on the environment they got sick in.
Yes.
So, yes, that's something. There was something else that I wanted to add, but I forgot. you
But
were
now,
talking. You were talking about
when you
something.
said, sorry,
Yeah.
when you said this sentence, you remind me on sentence uh, when how you said send once again
I don't know
when
exactly how
somebody
it
wants to
goes.
heal.
I know it's something before you help to heal someone, you need to ask them if they're ready to give up on the environment they got sick in.
Yes, yes, and you remind me on the similar sentence which says when you are sick, you must so change yourself so the sickness can't find you, can't recognize you. You have you have to so change yourself so that your sickness can't recognize you.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
changes.
that's exactly that I can say from my experience, because when people ask me after 6 years of panic attacks and anxiety, how I what I did to change that. So they were like, ask me, oh, how you did it? Why? What did you do so that stopped? And the more honest answer I can say is I completely had to change my lifestyle. I had to change everything. There is not one thing that I had to do. Oh, I had to do just Reiki, or I had to pray or something. I have to completely change anything from my diet to my behavior to my what practices I'm doing to exercising, everything. So I remember what I wanted to say. It's when you were talking about that client that she asked you if she's gonna go into divorce after she's doing Reiki. I remember how I was afraid to losing stuff, people, and just I was afraid that Reiki would, I was thinking damaged or separate me from people, but actually after that I learned how much that was important for me, that that was my path, that those people were people who don't have to be anymore in my life, people who are, they were there for a period of time and now that's over, that's done, that's, and I have to be okay. I have to, I learned how to be okay with that. So I learned with Reiki that even in the most, even if it seems that is very bad situation and there is no way out, Reiki helps to find a peace and know that is the higher good, and then you know that's your path that you have to go through, because I strongly believe that God will never put you in a way that you're not ready for and you're not prepared for. So you will always be ready, even if it seems you're not. That's something that I learned from Reiki and being more connected to God, that I have to have a faith that that's my path and I have strength to go through. Because there is I don't know if you remember, there is a great movie with Morgan Freeman where he's telling, if you ask God for strength, what he will give you. He's going to give you situations where you can see that you can use your strength. And if you ask God for something, he would give you, he would put you on a test so you can do that. So you can prove to yourself that you can do that. So I love that. So I will go
Me too.
to my next question. Um, what does being a Reiki teacher mean to you, and what do you love the most about teaching Reiki?
When I started with Reiki, with after first initiation in first degree of Reiki, I had a very big desire to work with other people. Maybe I was only first degree, but I wanted to help others. And when I started to work with others and to have beautiful results, to have beautiful testimonials, when I started to improve my life, life of others, life of people I love in my neighborhood, then I wanted to share. I wanted a lot of people to learn Reiki. I thought, okay, Reiki is beautiful, and I can work with a few of people. I can't work with everybody. I'm just a human, and I can only help limited people, limited group of people. So I wanted to share Reiki to as many people as I can. So I want to share this beautiful Reiki light all over the world. I want, my mission is in each house, in each country, in each continent, to have in each house only one person, at least one person, who will help others in that house to improve their
That's
life, their energy, their mental health. And that is my mission, to have as much Reiki students to share this beautiful Reiki light.
that's so beautiful. When you felt, is there anything that you felt as a big difference in your life when you became from Reiki practitioner to Reiki teacher?
Oh, yes. After Reiki third degree, Reiki master level, my completely life was like somebody put the bomb in my life. And after Corona in 2020, I decided to put the to come to Belgrade and to live all my previous life, to come here all alone with nobody, with nothing. Uh, I didn't have my apartment. I didn't have cousins. I didn't have friends here. I only had desire I want to work with my life. I want to be better person, to be better teacher, to be better at every level. And then I came from a little town, Pirot, which is about 50,000 people, citizens, to Belgrade, which is 2 million people, capital of the Serbia. And that was a so big change in my life. And I didn't saw that I'm so brave. I thought, okay, everybody does that. And then I realized, no, very a few women in 40s will do that. Will put all her life in one suitcase and come to Belgrade and to start her life from the beginning.
Yeah,
And
that's very brave.
that is Reiki. That is maybe the most precious thing Reiki gave me, strength to believe in myself.
So I would like to go, I would just like to go back to the, I think it was maybe even first question when you said that you wanted to work with people all over the world. So now you have a friends all over the world because of the Reiki. You have a clients all over the world, and you were someone who were in, you were in your small place, small town. It was super scary to move. How far it is, Pirot, from Belgrade? Is it like 200
Uh,
kilometers?
300
300
kilometers.
kilometers. And that was super scary. And now you're traveling all over the world. And how Reiki helped you here, and how you feel now when you know you have feeling like the whole world is yours, because wherever you go, you know someone, you meet people. How Reiki helped you in that?
You remind me on my traveling to Salzburg 5 years ago. That was one of my first long distance traveling, and I came to Salzburg to home of one of my Reiki students, and she said that was the first time we saw each other live. She only met me online on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and she wanted me to come to her house and to be her guest. And she asked me, "You're so crazy." I said, "Why?" I said, "Why?" She said, "You are traveling about 1,200 kilometers from Pirot to Salzburg with four buses and the train, and traveling alone. And you came to us, maybe we can solve you." Maybe we can kill you. How you have such how you come to us? Are you crazy? I said, I had trust. I have trust. I so believe to God, and I know that Reiki will connect me with beautiful peoples, that people that Reiki will make that bridge behind my soul and your soul, and I'm completely in secure hands when I believe in God, and I really, really, really believe and have
Yes.
very big trust. And that is Reiki very helped me with that, because many told me, don't go to Reiki, that is no Christian, that is not religion, you will lose your religion, you will lose your trust in God. And I was scary when they told me like that, but I trusted my inner gut, I trusted my heart. I felt I need to go to Reiki. I need to learn Reiki. I don't know what will be, because I learned Reiki before I was on Reiki. I had 3 sessions of Reiki in 2014, and I didn't believe. When I was on my first Reiki sessions, I didn't believe in Reiki at all. And I was at my friend's house. She learned Reiki and called me to be her medium. I don't know how it says, to be her client. And I was working in the bank, and I was so tired, and I was laying on the bed, and I was sleeping while she's doing. And when she finished, I go home. And if you asked me in 2014, Tanya, what is Reiki? I was so, I don't know. You go lay on the bed, sleep, relax, and that's okay. And if somebody asked me, will you give money to go to that session? I was so, no, no way. A few years later, when my partner was so sick and almost died, when Reiki came into my life, and when I tried Reiki on myself, on him, when I saw how Reiki works, how Reiki helps us improve our health, and then now Reiki is priceless for me.
Yeah,
Uh,
I agree.
each payment for Reiki session is a little,
Mhm.
because what we receive with Reiki, I can't explain.
Yeah, I agree with you. I have two more questions, and my next one is something that you already a little bit touched on, but how does Reiki fit with other spiritual practices and religion?
Reiki is beautiful because it can rely on others, on other spiritual practices, and it's very important that you can work Reiki. It doesn't matter do you believe or not, because Reiki doesn't have at all attachments with religion. I want, and I work when I work with Reiki. I use prayer before, after Reiki, while I'm doing Reiki, and that is my choice. I choose that. That is not unnecessary. But when I started to work Reiki, I felt something more bigger than me. I felt something which is I'm very a part of that, and my faith rised with Reiki. My faith in God improved. So you can do Reiki whenever you are an atheist, or you are a believer like me, and it doesn't depend on religion which you are a part of. You can be Hindu, Buddhism, you can be each religion, Orthodox, each religion, or you can be atheist. You can work, and that is
Yes.
beautiful.
Yes, there is something that I really love about Reiki, and they put it in a sentence. They were talking about meditation, but I use Reiki for it. That's how I see it. I see how prayer, for me, prayer and Reiki goes together, same like prayer and meditation, because prayer is when we talk to God, and then Reiki or meditation, and it's when God talks to us, when we listen what He has to say.
Yes, I believe the same.
Yes, and we are here. Our last question. I would love to ask, so if you can share how people can experience Reiki, and are there any events or sessions you want to share? Because also Tanya is why I ask about other spiritual or any kind of practices, because Tanya also is a Theta healing practitioner. She's also, if anyone here, people are here, I see people from Serbia, Croatia, Montenegro, Bosnia, who speaks Balkan languages. Tanya also starting her program. So if you want to talk a little bit more about that, if you want to tell people what you also add to it, what you work with, and are there any event sessions if they want to work with you, how they can reach out to you?
Okay, we can make a session on distance, or we can do in person in Belgrade. I live in Belgrade, so if you are near Belgrade or Novi Sad, that is very close, or in Pirot, where I'm from. So you can book in person, or you can book Reiki or Theta Healing online. And soon, in 2 weeks, 15th of December, I will work one workshop in person in Belgrade. So if you want to feel Reiki in person, in group, you can book the session. You can book these tickets for this event. So I'm so glad that we will go live soon, in 2 weeks.
Okay.
And my program now, it's not active. My metamorphosis is called. So now I put a little pause this, but soon metamorphosis will come in live too.
Soon. Yeah, so anyone here, you can follow Tanya. She's mostly doing her profile is in Serbian, but also you can reach her in English with private message. She's very great in English. She's also doing Reiki certification and lessons in English and in Serbian. So yeah, I think that's it. So I'm so happy for this. It was so it reminds me on when we had our first. I think my very first live was with you, right?
Yes,
It was
yes,
with
it
you,
is.
and then we had many lives for different reasons. It was Reiki, and then MLM also that I was working with you at the time. And yeah, I'm so happy to do this. Maybe we should do this a little bit more often. I have
Yes.
feeling I don't know, I just love it.
Me too. I enjoyed this time really, because when I talk about Reiki, I can talk about Reiki all the time without pause.
Okay, great. Then we will do that. So
Thank you.
yeah, do you have anything to add for like to the end? Would you like to say something to people who will watch this later?
I want thank you everyone, and I want to set something for the end. A lot of people are dealing with very different conditions and very different issues, and doesn't have brave uh, uh, are no brave enough to say, I have problem, I have issue, can you help me? So be humble, uh, be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable, because uh, when we are seeking for help, we will find it.
Yes.
So talk about your problems.
Yeah, and I will also like to add that ask for help is not weakness, it's strength. It
Yes,
takes
of course.
a lot of strength, and I can say that from personally because I'm someone who has struggling with asking for help, but asking for help takes a lot of strength. So whoever asks for it, know that you're very brave. So, and you have people here that you can openly ask for help and people who wants to help. So Tanya is one of those people who will, I can say, who helped me a lot, and then she will help you in the best way she can.
Thank you,
So
Rhea.
yeah, thank you so much for this live. I'm so grateful. And I
You
hope
too.
people like it as well, and everyone who will watch later. So please, everyone here, you can just leave a comment. Please go to Tanya's profile, add her, follow her if you didn't so far. But also, you can leave a support comment and send some hearts or love to us. So yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, that's it. I hope we will do some other live soon and we talk about another topic.
Thank you and see
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Bye bye.